Hi, I'm Rabbi Turlinchamp, and I'd like to talk to you about a few things. I want to explain why Temple Sholom and American synagogues as a whole need to make a big change. American Jews are living in an unprecedented time of acceptance, security, and success. We enjoy the many blessings of a prospering minority in America, but we also pay a price for fitting in so well. According to the recent Pew study, fourth-generation Jewish Americans, that's pretty much the under 40 crowd, have a diminishing commitment to Jewish tradition and organizations. Instead, this is what most of the young Jews do.
My wife and I are both Jewish, but why would we join a synagogue when we have every TV show on Netflix to watch?
Every show.
In this day and age, kids don't even need synagogues for a bar mitzvah anymore. You could find a rabbi online, and you could even have your bar mitzvah at summer camp.
Mom, I don't want to have my bar mitzvah at the synagogue. I want to have it at Chuck E. Cheese.
Wait, that does sound kind of fun. With assimilation and acceptance, many of us have lost our sense of distinct Jewish identity. Back in the day, two Jews would meet and connect instantly because they were both Jewish. Boom, instant friendship.
Excuse me, are you Jewish? Yeah, are you Jewish? Yeah. You want to grab some Chinese food? I could eat.
But not anymore. Now more than ever, Jews are making friends in all places in their lives, and our Judaism is just one part of our identity, rather than a defining characteristic. So we can't keep talking to modern American Jews the same way we've talked to generations in the past. We gotta do something different. Calm down, don't worry. This is not the first time the Jewish community has been called upon to reinvent ourselves. In fact, it's part of our Jewish legacy to adapt to the changing needs of our community.
But I don't like change. I hate change. I even hate actual change.
Calm down. Way back in 70 CE, Jews could connect to God by sacrificing goats and doves. But the Romans, they didn't think much about that second temple. So they brought the temple down. And that should have been the end of us, because Jews were so focused on sacrifice. But it wasn't. Not even close. Why? Because we changed. And out came Rabbinic Judaism, which has been the accepted form of mainstream Judaism since the 6th century. Suddenly, instead of sacrifice, we could connect to God through prayer. Yep, there was a time when praying was considered some kind of radical change for Judaism. And now, this is what happens on Yom Kippur.
Mama needs some room to pray.
So change, rebirth, and welcoming the new are all essential parts of being Jewish. And part of our long history, too. Look, I get it. We're comfortable. And because our temple isn't being invaded by insane mercenary Romans, the need for change isn't exactly obvious. Today, it's so much more difficult to see the problem, because our synagogue, and most synagogues out there, just keep staring at our balance sheets, worried about our membership rates.
We're losing members left and right. Will you be joining our synagogue one day?
What are you going to pay me?
We're slowly but surely watching young families and baby boomers find spiritual community outside of our synagogue walls. We're losing them, and it's time to make a change.
You're right. We definitely don't need a synagogue.
No, we get all the spiritual fulfillment and community we need playing Settlers of Catan.
And apples to apples.
Jewish edition.
Jewish edition.
Change is part of Jewish history. Consider what happened with the French Revolution. Napoleon emancipated the Jews, making it okay for us to assimilate. If you didn't want to keep kosher, no problem. And Reformed Judaism was born.
That does sound like a major change.
Oh, yeah.
The point is, we don't have to do things the same way we've always done them. Right now, we are at a crucial point in our Jewish history where we need to seize the moment, harness our creative energy, and reshape our story so that we remain relevant for generations to come. We have two options. We become irrelevant relics of our past with a shell of a building that no longer attracts meaningful community. Or we become a dynamic, inclusive, inspiring community that understands that the way we've always done things maybe isn't the only way. And that's why it's time for a new vision. New dynamic ways to build community, to welcome the stranger, to feed the hungry, to encourage the student, to offer meaning to the seeker. And the place to do these things, that's right here, at Temple Sholom.
Okay, Rabbi. So, what are we supposed to do?
We can't make it to synagogue on Fridays. We take singing lessons.
Can't make it.
Beautiful singing voices, and I'm glad you asked. Stay tuned for our second video coming soon, where we will be discussing how Temple Sholem will be shifting the paradigm.
We're excited! We're excited!